It's not a sandwich. You can't, that won't give you lunch by pressing that, but it will give you this. I think that's the aliens. I think they've left. Hi and welcome to Thomann Synthesizers. I'm Jason Jervis.
And I'm Rania.
Today we're looking at a setup for just under €1,000.
Our focus when picking synths was to get as much value for money as possible.
Now, there are so many synths out there that they could easily compete with our selection that this is in no way a definitive collection.
So we divided our music making requirements into 3 different parts. Rhythm,
single line
sounds,
and chords. Together, that's 2, makes 3.
Looking for the same things, that's
We're looking
good.
for the same things. So yeah, this should easily give you the basic building blocks for music making. Starting with the drum aspect of things, there's a lot of drum machines out there and that are based on the classic Roland series, the TR-808, the 909. So I wanted to get away from that and go for something a little bit more flexible, something that offers us more than just analog voices. So I picked the IK Multimedia Uno drum, which has sample-based sounds in there as well, of which there are 54. It's got some performance tools too, so you can actually play it live and have fun whilst doing it. And it's only €289.
And it's USB or battery operated.
Yeah, so you can take it out and about with you. They also do a synth, an analog synth that goes with this, and they do a bundle with both of them for €419. So we could easily have that synth on the table here as well.
I have to say, it's really easy to use. I picked it up without a manual and got into it pretty quickly.
I think that's important with any of this gear, is that you can just get on it and start making music without much effort. So 100 kits, 99, from 1 to 100. Surely that's 99, right? That's a lot of kits. Oh, that's kind of really kind of cool, vintagey kind of vibe. Roll. It's not a sandwich. You can't, that won't give you lunch by pressing that, but it will give you this.
And there's stutter.
Which actually is kind of a lunch for the soul. And stutter's a bit more complicated though, isn't it?
I think you've
Did you see that? I think that's the aliens. I think they've left. Anyway, so
You've eaten too many synths for lunch. That's what's happened.
I had too many synth rolls. Well, I've got very particular taste. So what's that doing?
So that, when you hit play,
Yeah. Oh, you have to hit play.
and you've got like a few different types of stutters.
Okay. So it's like a pattern,
roll, yeah.
pattern-based roll. So roll would be each individual step put forward. Stutter's a bit more, as the name suggests, stuttery. So you could actually just make your beat by using those, right? Couldn't you? If you press record.
And that's how you play Uno drum like a synthesizer.
I like that. That's a good beat. What have you got there?
I've got the Behringer MS-101 for, it retails at $299. And I was really interested to explore like how far can you go with $299 for a keyboard. Coming from like a piano background, I think a lot of people who get into synths, not all, but I've met a lot of piano players who are really interested in synthesizers and you don't know where to start. So I thought this would be a good one to cover.
Now this is a classic, isn't it? This is based on a classic Roland SH-101. So you might not know that. They were available in red, blue and grey was the common colour. I used to have a hand grip on them. You could actually hold it upright. I think that'd be quite cool too. But we could easily have the Model D on the table too, which is another at the same price point, I think, which gives you the classic Moog sound. But it doesn't have the keyboard. We want keyboards.
I like keys.
Keys, and it's all good, isn't it?
So I had a little go beforehand, and I really like how
Nice.
you've got really easy faders to play with the frequency and the modulation. And we've got the Uno drum feeding the MIDI into here for its tempo. And I like how you have like the different LFO options really quick and easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got the sub oscillator as well, so you can get even deeper. Which is quite nice.
And I like that it's got some noise option too.
It's always been a very dirty synth. Always been that. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So yeah.
So I like that it's got, you know, the subby bass sounds, and you've got some like frequency and modulation effects, and you've also got the pulse width option here with the
Modulating your pulse
more
width.
wobbling. I feel like people talk about like wobbly bass quite a lot.
There
so
it
it's
is.
cool to
Get your wobbly
have
bass
your-
here with the
yeah.
MS-101. Nasty. Oh, go up there again. Go to do a bit more?
Oh, that's cool.
Because I wanted to show you this. That's the classic SH-101, right? I see, sister, come on, rock it.
Did you eat some birds for lunch as well?
A lot of birds, yeah. Bird soup.
Ooh, there's some kick in it too.
Yeah. Pulse. Might even just be the.
Loopy, soupy.
Very soup. That's the sound. Go on, keep playing, that's it. That's it. The amount of tunes I made with that sound back in the 90s. Finally, the final point is the sculpt on here, which is another similarly sized synth. And this is DSP based. It's a polyphonic synth, so you can play 4 notes at any one time. Now, you may not have heard of Modal. Modal are a British synth manufacturer who make really big, epic synths. Their 008 comes in at just over 5,000 euros. So when you buy the Sculpt, you're buying all of the history that have gone into the company. So you're getting, for 279 euros, all of the R&D that went into over 5 grand's worth. So you're getting heritage here. Also battery power, also USB. So you could power these two off a battery bank and go into a field and make music. Something which I'm very interested in doing with music, and electronic music especially. Los Angeles, 2049. I mean, isn't that sweet? Isn't it just
really
delicious?
Nice. It's very wide as well.
It is. So going through the presets, because this has a bunch of presets already going. So you start with this, and you take away. You sculpt sounds out of it. You got drum kits in this, but you can play with them. Sounds are in presets. So that's sound number 1, and what a good one. Great for pads, and of course you've got those 4 notes to play. I'll repeat that, 4 notes. But that does mean you can get some fat mono sounds as well. Do you want to do that again? With the expression. Watch this. Cool, huh? Okay, and just chucking in the same sound again, completely by random. The Arctic tundra. 300,000 square miles of snow. And you go camping.
It's cool how it's got so many different
Yeah.
sounds in it. And
Character
I really
is
like
just-
how it's tilted in the front too.
Yeah.
So you have like a nice way of looking at all your
You see, there's a
information.
reason that's like this. It's so your batteries are there, but they've used it to give you that. It's efficient
nice.
use of space, isn't it? Go modal. Keep doing that. Actually, you do because the Craft does that. They do a little mono synth, which is even smaller. 135 euros. Go buy one of those too. One last sound for the road. Does sound like we're back on the Tundra, doesn't it? But
Yeah, they did some really
sound
cool
design.
sound designing. Yeah,
Sound
I was just
design.
thinking that.
I mean,
Very
just
cool.
atmosphere as well as polysynth as well as fat sounds. I mean, yeah.
Very cool.
Worth noting as well, for both the Uno and the Sculpt, you can plug them both in and get to deeper functions through your computer. Because we all like that much window to work in, don't we? Or if you've got a 42-inch screen, who has a 42-inch screen? If you've got a 42-inch screen and you work from a 42-inch screen, please comments below. So, I think that covers our 3 points. Drums, bass and lead, chords.
And
What do you
weird
think?
effects and stuff.
And weird effects, yeah. I mean, we've got, this I'd be happy with this as a first setup.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah. I like that this comes with like additional effects too.
Yeah.
So if you know you're not a drummer and you're just getting to beat making, you can start with the sequencing if you don't play like finger drums or anything like that.
That's good on, so you can actually access the effects in there as well by going into here externally. So you can link up other things and utilize the effects, which is a really nice sort of compressor on there. So that's worth having in there. Again, value for money. I mean, this stuff comes in under our grand, but each one of these items, I think, has got potential to grow with your studio as well. I think that's important. If you're spending money and you're getting into this, you want the best bang for buck, but you also want something that's going to grow with you and keep you happy later on. And I think we've done well there.
And you can stick those two in a book bag, which is really nice. Portable.
All about the book. That's almost. That's a
Almost.
rucksack, though, isn't it? You get that in a rucksack.
And it's
surely.
not too heavy, you know?
No, so rucksack.
Because weight is sometimes important, you know?
Yeah, if you carry
Sometimes
things
if
around,
you're-
yeah, definitely. And if you're limited to maybe cycling to your gigs, this would go. Wear a helmet. That's great. That's every one of these things, sort of like, given its space. Should we make some music with them? Or do you want to have a look at each one individually? Or do you just want to play them together? What should we do?
I think we should just go for it.
Go for it. Okay, so for under 1,000 euros, I think it might even be under 900 euros, this is what your money will get you. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and enjoy. Hit the bell notification. And until the next time, keep it real.